haces?
Hey, good morning. So it's 6 a.m. in the morning. I am very, very tired. However, my wife and I are doing a very, very special trip to Italy. So it's gonna be my first time in Italy. I've been to Europe in 5 years now. The last time I was here actually studied abroad. You might know Ben Francis, owner of Gymshark, had a really cool meetup with him. That was 5 years ago. But let's come along for a ride. It should be a pretty cool week. I'm gonna be working remotely. I'm doing everything remotely, which I'm super thankful for because I have an online business that I can run from practically anywhere in the world. Time zone's a little weird because we're 6 hours ahead of the States here in Italy. But let's get on this plane.
Nobody compares to you. Somebody, please help me get over you.
Okay, so we just got into the airport. 2-hour flight from Madrid to Pisa, Italia, and we gotta hit immigration now. Hey Lele, how was your experience on the plane?
Horrible, olí pedo todo el viaje.
¿Quién
El
era?
hombre que estaba a mi lado pedaba todo el viaje mientras dormía. Fue
Okay.
horrible.
Did he know? Did he know that he was farting the whole time?
No.
He didn't know?
No, él estaba dormido, pero en un momento yo hacía como, oh, qué horrible. Y creo que se dio cuenta.
She said it's the worst flight of her entire life.
Horrible.
Wow. So 2 hours of driving, and we are pulling into this really beautiful, beautiful mansion here. Let's take a look at how this place is.
Hola, amor. ¿Cuáles son los planes para hoy?
Good morning. So today's a beautiful day, 75 degrees in Italia, and we are going to be heading into a town local in this beautiful vineyard. It's about 30 minutes away. It's called Siena, and apparently it's very beautiful. It's classic, and we should have a pretty good time. I got to do this. We got a 4-hour window, and then I got to take a sales meeting. So we don't have too much time. Let's get going.
¿Cuál es tu parte favorita y la parte menos favorita de este viaje?
My favorite part of the trip is that I'm spending time with my best friends in a really beautiful spot. Look at the city that we're in right now. This actually feels like, if you've ever seen those movies where, you know, the newlyweds go on honeymoon and they go to Italy, like that's actually how I feel right now of where we're at. The part that sucks is because it's Mediterranean climate, it's hot and it's dry, so my skin is used to like really, really wet environment. So the moment we came here, you can see my lips, dude, it got so dry. And then I started having these cracks just spontaneously just appear in my skin. Like, look at this finger. So I got a really bad crack right here, okay? And this morning, out of nowhere, I'm packing my bags and bam, this comes out of nowhere. I'm like, dude, why is my skin spontaneously exploding? It's because of the climate. So as we're going out to town, we're going to stop by pharmacy, get some chapstick, some strong kind of chapstick and some antibacterial cream. That's what I don't like. But I mean, that's pretty first world, come on. This is a pretty cool spot. Touched into a cafe to do some work because I got my meetings a little bit. It was kind of funny. Every single Italian dude is staring and checking this girl out. They're eating her with their eyes. And you know, the funny thing is, before I used to get really upset about that. I was like, dude, I would get jealous, I would get insecure, and I realized it was a reflection of my insecurity. Now, when I look at this chick, I think, yeah, that's my girl. That transformation has taken place, funny enough, because I did therapy. I did a lot of mindset work. But the thing that I realized is that if other people check out you or check out your girl, that's the greatest possible compliment that you could have, because it means that God has blessed you with a beautiful girl. And that's something that you should be thankful for and you should feel proud of. Not in a bad way, not in like an arrogant way, but in a pride way of, man, you have something that other people want. And that's just something that I'm super thankful for now. I had that heart transformation. I'm super grateful that I had this princesa.
¿Qué hacemos ahora después de 3 horas y media de trabajo?
Okay, so my wife is pretty frustrated because I just worked for about 3 hours. We found a really nice cafe, did a couple work, did a little bit of work. I ran my sales meeting, I ran my marketing meeting, and I made sure that our team had enough traffic. One actually problem that we've been working through is our old Instagram account did get hacked this week, which really sucks because we have 400,000 followers. But we have some friends we're gonna be meeting up with, so we're gonna be hanging out with them. See you soon.
¿Disfrutaste el tour de vinos?
Yeah, so we just did a wine tour. Funny thing is, because we're living on a winery, our home is right here, and the wine building is literally this building right here, which is really cool. I've never walked over for a wine tour. But yeah, it was really cool. We tasted 5 wines, and it was so good that we ended up purchasing a bottle of wine. This location, or the brand name, I'll put it right here, is called Rocca Giosotti, and it is, if I'm saying that correctly, and it's apparently top 100 in the world. Very, very famous wine. It's been on the listings, multiple awards. I don't really drink wine that often, get a little tipsy, but it was a pretty cool experience. Vamos a almorzar.
¿Cómo está este habano? Con esta vista.
This is a pretty good cigar. This is Monte Cristo White Series because I cannot do hard dark cigars. I'm very, very sensitive. I don't drink any alcohol. I do one of these maybe once a month. So for that reason, I try to go the lightest possible. I'm actually doing some journaling right now. So what I do every 12 weeks is I take a think week. Right? I told you that before, which is I take time off, I slow down, I think, I reflect. One of the biggest things I'm currently working on with my business is removing myself from the day-to-day operations by bringing in a chief operating officer, a COO, because what I've realized is that, yeah, well, my company can do $500,000 a month, and my company has done $1 million a month. Well, that's fantastic. If I'm the one working 60, 70 hours a week, every single week in order to keep this business afloat, and I'm working like a slave, what's the point of making money if you're a slave to money or you're a slave to working within your business, right? The whole purpose of why I got into business in the first place is to be able to provide and have wealth, and that includes time. So I can spend time with my wife, with my future family, my kids, right? So I'm currently journaling and thinking through how do I build that kind of team that can run and empower my leaders to be able to run this team without me actively having to work like a dog, right? So that's what I'm working on while enjoying the view.
Calling all the wallflowers I know, out the dark and into the light. Half love, half regret, dressing up for Polaroids and cigarettes, socialize, romanticize the life.
Yeah, so we're gonna ride some horses, and I've never done this before. But from the delicious smell that they give
Niño
off,
de ciudad. Nunca andaste en caballo.
I think it's gonna be a pretty good experience.
Karina, there's some fun.
Bulletproof passengers on the road to sex, drugs, etc. Get out the dark and into
¿Qué tal el paseo? ¿Te gustó?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Now my wife had a pretty crazy time. If the camera caught it, her horse was going crazy playing rock band the whole time like this and eating leaves along the way. And it dropped a really fat deuce that was the size of a Subway sandwich. But other than that, it was a good time. 8 out of 10.
Buenos días, ¿listo para correr?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, so I'm going a little crazy because if you can see in this winery, there's literally no gym. It's a winery in the mountains. So I'm getting a little antsy, and I run typically 3-4 times when I'm back home. So I figured we should be pretty cool. We're just doing some running with lower oxygen levels out here. Yeah, let's go on a run. Should be fun. It takes me back to my cold showers. So we decided to drive about 90 minutes out from our town in Chianti, and we arrived in Florence, which is crazy how close the cities are. And the funny thing is, I actually studied AP art history when I was in high school, and I would study this stuff, and it was so mind-blowing. We're actually here now. Oh, look at this. This is insane.
¿Qué te tenemos para hoy? ¿Dónde estamos?
So it's our last day, and we had to make a really early drive, 5 a.m. from Chianti in the countryside back over to Pisa Airport. And we got here 6 hours early because we want to enjoy what Pisa has to offer. You know, that leaning tower? We are walking towards that right now on a really beautiful street. And it's our last day, so we're gonna enjoy it before 17, 18 hours of traveling back to Puerto Rico. So we're gonna aprovechar, we're gonna enjoy this time here. I'm super tired of eating Italian food, like actually, after 9 days of doing this. So we found a super low-key Chinese restaurant called Ristorante Cinese.
Cinese.
I have no idea if this is gonna be good or not, but let's see. So the Chinese restaurant, unfortunately, was closed.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
So we found this really cool sushi restaurant. This is pretty cool. We found Pikachu soda. Psyduck soda. This wasabi is the spiciest wasabi I've ever had in my life. The restaurant owner said in Chinese, "Yo, can laugh. It's really spicy, be careful." And I'm spitting fire from my nostrils. I'm telling, holy crap, so spicy. Look at the consistency of this wrapping paper. Okay? You hear that? It's like eating cardboard. Yeah, this is definitely a 5 out of 10. 5. Not generous. We're back in set 1.
What's up, man?
So after, what was it, 25 hours of traveling, we're back in the hottest ball, 88-degree weather in Puerto Rico, which I personally love, but my wife hates. And it's Monday, so we got a full week ahead. I'll see you back at the house.
I'm so used to shit. Love only left me alone. But
Feliz de haber llegado en casa.
Wow. I'm happy, but I'm super tired. But thank God we have made it home.
point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for too long. I've been quiet for too long.
Yeah. Look at that.
I've been quiet for too long.
We came from vacation in Europe to a whole other kind of lifestyle, but the reality is this is actually our home. And I'm looking around at all these other tables here in Puerto Rico. Every other person here I don't recognize because they're all here vacationing in Puerto Rico. So like we are literally going from one vacation to another vacation, and Aziz and I, we just finished praying in order to give thanks for the fact that God has blessed us with so much here. So we're just incredibly grateful.
Me estás diciendo que prefieres 1000 veces esa comida que italiana.
We went to Italy for a week, and we're searching desperately on Google for 4.9 star, 5.0 star, the best restaurants, and there's nothing, I mean nothing, that beats Asian food. Now granted, I'm Chinese American. I don't care what you say, there is nothing that beats Asian food. And this proves it. 10 out of 10. The funny thing is that being back home feels just like another vacation. And I say that because after arriving here into this beautiful tropical weather, seeing the incredible golf course that we live in front of, going to a 5-star restaurant at the Ritz-Carlton, and I realized, why travel the world and go all the way out to Europe just to see and find out that we live in the best spot? I truly believe that Puerto Rico is the home that I'm going to be minimum for the next 5 to 10 years. And, you know, I look at this lifestyle that we have. You know, we pay $17,000 a month for rent here, $2,000 a month for the membership to be a part of this club. And, you know, we're looking at close to $20,000 a month. And I say that not to impress you, just to impress upon you, that 4 years ago, I was paying $500 a month for rents, sharing a 1-bedroom apartment with 4 dudes. If you don't believe me, scroll back on YouTube and look at the ugly, scrawny apartment that I was in. And now, 4 years later, just 4 years later, from 20 to 24, I run a company that's crossing $18 million in sales this month, 25 full-time employees, over 2,000 clients that we've impacted and lives changed. And I just realized that, dude, I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a normal Asian kid who went to school at UCLA, decided not to do pre-med, worked hard, and most importantly, I trusted in God and the plan that He had for me. When I look at the path that I took, I know a lot of my audience, I know you might see it's like, man, it seems so unattainable, right? There's so many influencers that flash their car, their house, their trips, whatever it is, and we see them almost as idols. Let me tell you, I'm not an idol and I don't want to be an idol. I actually put my most popular YouTube video, I want to give that to you as a gift. That YouTube video walks through the top 5 best business models to get started this year. And the one that I took when I first got started 4 years ago of how I got to my first $5,000 a month and then eventually $10,000 a month online. It's my most popular YouTube video, it's free, okay? That'll be the first link in the description down below. Watch that video once you're done with this one, you're gonna love it. Let me know in the comments how you enjoy that. I just really hope that this video documenting how we've just enjoyed this epic trip here in Europe for the past week. Hopefully it inspires you because again, I'm just a normal guy, normal dude, blessed by God, who works really, really hard. So hopefully you continue to stay on this journey, and my lifestyle right now is an 8-figure entrepreneur. Let's keep going to 9 figures. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I will see you in the next video. It's hot as balls right now. My balls are getting pretty hot right now.
Dios mío, ¿por qué dices eso?
Cut that out, cut that out.